Are we live?
We are live. What's up, Tal?
Hello, 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 hello. Everything
How
is
are
great. How
you?
are you? So I'm actually back in Israel. I had the full months out of Israel. It was a bit hard working like that.
Yeah,
But now we are back. We are full power. We have the two new locations. We are working on our new forum and website for the growth hacking. So to the people that doesn't know because they weren't on the last lives, we're working on a forum and also on a great course in a website that will teach you from zero to hero how to be a growth hacker. Will even like give you sophisticated at the end, and you can go to any startup or any marketing company with that. With it sophisticate, and then if they will know what you know, you will at the first day will earn them and value for them a lot of money. It really depends to where you go, but as you probably know, like any startup company has a growth hacker and growth hacker. Any startup company is working with growth hacker or looking for rapid growth, which is cheap because they're startups. So this is like if you want to get into the high tech industry, this is a great place to go. If you go actually to Google and look like for jobs for growth hacker, you will find like actually plenty, and specifically in startups. They have great salaries, startup salaries. So you can go and like do that, or you can just like use it for your own company, for your own marketing company, for your own agency. So you can also use this knowledge for you. You can actually see our new logo on the right over here.
looks good,
Uh,
right? With the white
yeah,
background, it's like it fits. I also had like the banner over here, so everyone who joined us, thank you for coming today. We have a special live where Tal is going to show you how you can schedule 1 million posts to any social media accounts you are managing. This live is very useful for people who are social media managers, people who are Jarvee growth managers, business owners who just want to schedule their own content. So it's going to be epic. Join us. It will be fun. If you are here, so just comment below. I see we already have Richard. Richard, thank you, Jason Springs. Oh, thank you for your support also. And so you comment for the people. I couldn't at the time. I was in a few meetings, so thank you for that. And what's up, Paul? Paul is our biggest fan, you know. He's like always here. Thank you.
yeah, I actually notice it a lot. Like let's do like a private Zoom, me, you, and Paul, and say and like try to help. Like you totally deserve it, Paul. You're the
Yes, Paul,
man.
you're one of us. Cool. So let's start. I think it's on the main groups. Any question you have about the scheduling, so comment below. If you're watching us, so comment below. And Dan, show us how we can schedule 1 million posts, please.
So what I'm going to show you today is actually really cool. It can be very beneficial if you're doing it for yourself, to your company, or you have multiple clients. What a lot of digital agencies doesn't know that while they are trying to grow their clients' accounts, like with posting and set it up like the posting, what they are doing the opposite. They're actually hurting the organic stuff that they have on the account. So say that yes, automation may hurt the accounts, but also if you're connecting all the accounts to one phone, or if you're connecting all the accounts to one computer. So again, like there are a lot of ways like that you can hurt an account. This is like a really efficient way, and because you can separate the accounts between several proxies and between several different threads, they will not be connected. What's happening a lot of time, like for example, let's imagine that you have an Instagram agency, so you connect your first client to your phone, you're posting his story, you're posting on his TikTok, his LinkedIn, on his Pinterest, and then like you're going to the next client, so you're also adding him to the same phone. If you are smart, you will delete the app and then install it again, and then reset the IP on your phone, and then you will do that. But 99.99999 of the agency doesn't do that. They just connect more people to the phones, or even worse, connect them to the Wi-Fi IP. So what happens that Instagram doesn't know that you are a digital agency. They don't know that you have like multiple clients account. They may think that all the accounts are the same. So what they're doing, like, because they think it's all Oliver, because they think that all of them are used by the same person, they're taking like what they think is the average growth of the account, like average engagement, and then they split it up between all your clients, like account. So if you have one account which was on your phone and you got 20 visits a day, and you have now 4 accounts, you will get 5 visits per account. If I will have another example. For example, let's say that I have the social proxy Instagram account. So we'll open the social proxy 1, the social proxy 2, the social proxy 3, the social proxy 4. I will not get 4 times the traffic that I would have get if I would have opened 4 accounts. They know the owner is the same person because they connect it from the phone and from the IP. So actually this happened also if you're not opening a lot of accounts to the same client, but you have several clients on the same phone, because they don't know to distinguish that. So what we are doing for them is what we are doing right now and going to show you is how to use Jarvee. Yes, we used a lot of time Jarvee until now. We have actually 2 more live. One, how to do it with Zapier, which is also possible to do it with Zapier. And also it's also possible to do it with actually schedulers. Facebook have a scheduler, and also LinkedIn have a scheduler. But if you want to do it efficient and you do it with multiple accounts, one of the best ways to do is to use Jarvee. And there is like really low risk if you're doing the posting, since you're not doing a lot of actions. The only action that you do is posting. And for most of the accounts, it's the opposite. Because you posted, and you posted like because of Jarvee from a specific device, it will bring more traffic than it will hurt you. So this is why this is our favorite way to do that. Adi, if I'm not wrong, we already posted the one with Zapier, right?
Actually, not yet. It's on progress, but I will post it, of course, this week. And also, I shared today. I don't know if the people watching us saw that, but we actually, Tal and I, found an AI tool to create content based on AI bots for Instagram. So I will also attach the link for that. Yes, let's start.
So yeah, so again, like so with Zapier, for example, Zapier are partners with Facebook, LinkedIn, and blah 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 blah. So if you don't want any risk, although I know that some people although blocked by Zapier, you can use Zapier. By the way, you will get more blocks if you connect a lot of accounts to your device. So what we're going to show you right now is how to do it the smart way, is using Zapier. You can schedule it for a lot of accounts at the same time. You can even schedule for all like different platforms at the same time. So for this example, let me share the screen. Sorry. So for this example, I connected 4 of my accounts: Pinterest, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. If someone doesn't know, this is called Jarvee. You can go to their website. They give you also a free week, so you can test it for a free week. We also, the social proxy, bring you 24 hours free trial, so you can do both and test it without paying anything. So you can connect multiple accounts to Jarvee. Jarvee, it's jarvee.com, the socialproxy.com. You can actually connect more accounts. You can also connect your Reddit. You can also connect Quora, and also Tumblr, and also you can do it with your YouTube. And you can also connect, I think I said Reddit already, so you can also connect your Facebook, for example. And then you can schedule for all of them for a full year. So I'm not going to teach you how to connect it right now, because we already did it on the previous live. We'll also attach it to the comments. But again, it's really easy. All you need to do is add a profile, for example, Reddit, and then you just need to put your username, password, connect the proxy. We showed how to do that last live. So you need to add the proxy, you need to add username, password, and this is actually it. Hit on the verify, it will auto connect. This is for beginners if they don't know how to do that. And then you will get like 4 or 5 or 20 valid accounts. So once you connected them, you're going to work on how you want to post it. If you want to post it automatically, so they have an option called publishing. It's over here. So you need to create a campaign. There are actually 3 campaigns that you can use. The one that I will not talk about is add a volume campaign. A volume campaign is if you want to post thousands of posts in a few days. They have special features that help you to do it with that, how to schedule it and how to do it easily. I will not talk about it for today because we're aiming to talk about agencies and companies that will use that. So they probably use one of the 2 options. The first one is using the publish on a limited number of destinations. The other one is going to schedule by time. So the difference between them, they're on limited destinations is, for example, I want to post on 4 accounts. If I had a Facebook, for example, I can also post. Each destination can be also a group. So I want to publish on 5 accounts. So I will set it up like once a day, post on the first account, but do it randomly. If I will go to specific hours, I will need to set up today post this one, the next day post this one, the next day post this one at a specific time. Here it will be more randomized. It will randomly choose a post. It will not be by an order. It will be like one after the another. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it's an order, but you have the options to randomize it. Here it will be like always at 3, always at 4, always at 5, or today at 4, tomorrow at 5, and the day after day at 6. So again, let's go for the first one. So again, this is the main difference with them. The only difference will be on when to post. So if you go to the overview, you just have the name that you want to set up the campaign. So for this one, we call it live, but you can call it on the name of the client. It will be easier to find after it. You can actually, you have really cool actually like some features. You can actually set a signature. So if someone will want to steal the photo from you, they will have your own signature. They give you the possibility to make image unique. What they are doing is if you are taking an image for someone else, they will change the hash of the photo. A photo hash is like when for example, if you go to get more info on Mac on the photo, what you will see that they don't only know like the size of the photo, for example, they know which camera did it, what is the date that it's been happened, what's the resolution, and a lot of features. All of it is called metadata. That is stored on the hash of the photo. So if you're like posting someone else's content, you want to change the hash because you don't want them to know that it's the same one. The hash is unique per photo, so if you will not scramble it, they will know it's the same photo, and then they may tell you that you're using someone else's photo and you're going like on the copyright rules of the platform. So this is the basic options. I will go and just like show you really quick. There are a lot of different options, depend on the platform that you want. For example, you can post it on Instagram TV, you can do it as Reel, you can post it as a story, you can change the photo while doing it, you can add a location, you can do a lot of cool stuff. You can even send an email if something doesn't work, like how to handle it. And then again, it really depends on the platform. There are a lot of options to a lot of things. You can even set a dynamic hashtag. So you can, for example, put in bulk 1,000 hashtags that you did a market research, and then randomly it will always choose the best hashtag. This feature will be called a dynamic hashtag. Enable dynamic hashtag. You see, like you can choose, like you can add here blah 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 blah, and then let's say you have 10,000 like that. It will choose every time 10 randomly and add it to the post, and then you can like do everything really randomized. So you have this really cool options to also to increase the exposure of the post. And then after you set like the basic and the overview of the thing, you need to set the what, the where, and the when. The only thing is changed between this campaign and the other one is the when. We'll go on the when after it. So what to publish, there are actually different cool things that you can publish. So this is the first option is doing it manually. You want to post a video, you want to post a photo. For example, I want to choose just a good photo of food, or I can do it in bulk. I can also add multiple text posts, or I can add multiple image posts. I can select at the same time, for example, 100 posts, and then it will randomly post like it's a post on the niche of food. It will randomly create the post and randomly post it. You can actually also randomize the text. Will not get into spin text in this one. What you said is, do you think we get into spin text also?
No, I think like we can add a word about it on the end. I think pretty much as for now it's pretty cool, and like it looks good.
Okay.
I think what will be good is to show them all of the options to schedule the content and to do it very easier, to make it very easy, like for you to schedule post 1 year upfront.
Exactly. So you can set like another the post, for example, if you want to do it at the year, and then it will be post 1, and let's say it's then post 2, and just like giving it name. This is the caption. This is what will happen in the caption. And by the way, if you notice it below, you see like the counting. It counts how many words you can put in a caption. For example, this is for Twitter and this is for Pinterest, so we don't want to go over the number of words that you're allowed to do, so it will be cut off if we'll go over it. For Pinterest, for example, if you're doing something, you need also to add a title like that, because some of the platforms also require a title. And if you want to add also a URL for Pinterest, you can add it over here, but again, it really depends on you. So we set up the what. So there are, if you go to the post list, you see there are like 3 new posts, but this is only one cool option. You can also scrape posts from like different pages on Pinterest. Just insert the Pinterest page that you want, and what will happen? It will scrape a post from Pinterest and automatically post it on all your social media. So let's think that you found a really cool page on Pinterest. You can scrape the page with the software, and then automatically it will post it to Twitter, to Instagram, and to Facebook. And to those platforms, it will be a unique content because it came from Pinterest and nobody else saw it on the other way. So this is a cool way actually to grow Saki with it. You can do it the same with Twitter, with Facebook, or with LinkedIn. By the way, if you have how to do it, you can also go, you have a description. And RSS feed, it's a bit more complicated. I will not get into it right now, but each website, this is for the e-commerce viewers. So your website's e-commerce people have something called RSS feed, which like everyone that has like a lot of posts has an RSS feed. And let me show you actually.
By the way, Tamir, now we are streaming on all of the platforms using StreamYard. We are now on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Facebook, Twitter, and many different social networks. It's with StreamYard. And you do right that you can actually do this kind of stuff like content on all around the social platforms. So you're right about that.
So if you will write your website name and then we'll do a slash and then the word feed, or if it's not feed, it will be RSS. You will get like a string of all the posts that were always posted on your website, all the content and everything. And Jarvee knows how to read it. This is called RSS feed. So what you can do is that every time that your website is posting a post, you can automatically take the post from the website. Jarvee will auto monetize it and post it with the photo that was there. It will post the title that you gave it. It will take the H1, and it will take like the description on the text on the post, and then it will post it automatically. So all you need to do is to connect Jarvee and the accounts to your social media and also to the website. And then every time that you will post something, automatically it will post it on all the social media. No job needed to be done. And the last one that I mostly use, by the way, is called monitor folders. Monitor folders I'm using with Dropbox, or you can also do it with Google Drive. So what you can do is set a Google Drive on the server, or set a Google Drive on somewhere else. And then if you add a new photo to the drive or to the website, automatically Jarvee will see it. You can set it up over here on the browser to find, like, to select the page. I will select a folder which is also synced with the Google Drive, so it will be updated. And every time I will drag a photo there, it will be published in all the platforms. And then we have the where. The where is where it's going to post it. So for this example, I will use only the live accounts. So I will select all the 4 accounts like that. I will select wall profile, as you can see in that. And if you want, by the way, you can also set like I want to do it in the on my page, and also I want to post it on the groups that I'm friends in. This is LinkedIn. You have also this option with Facebook. So I post it like in 2 groups, in the page of the social proxy and on my Talklinger wall. And on Pinterest, for example, you can do it on your boards. You can choose the board it will be posted on. So for this example, it will post on only one board. And on Instagram, on Twitter, you don't have a lot of options since they're not groups. So you can just post it on the wall. And then we have the when. The when, it's how many times it's going to happen in 24 hours. So the first settings that you need to do is if you want to do it to one client, is to set, you don't want to post 5 posts a day on one social media account. It will not be great for them. So this means 2 times a day it will post on all your social media. If you want to do it just to check randomize of them, for example, post 2 times a day. One time it will be, for example, again, let's do it again. So in these settings, it will do 2 times a day. It will post on all the destinations that I chose. If I will unclick that, what will happen? It will post each time on one of the platforms. So 2 times a day, it will post one post on one social media. Now it's 2 times a day, will post on all your social media. Now it will be 4 times a day, it will post each time on a random social media. So this is the option that you have. So if you're doing it for one client that have a lot of social media, we'll do like that. If you have multiple accounts that you want to grow at the same time and have one amount, just like one bulk of contact with them, you will do like that, because you don't want to post all of them at the same time. It's really not recommended. Instagram can see, or all the platform can see, like those patterns that you're doing on the social media. So you can do something like that. This is the options that you have. And then you have the post that we did over here. And then this is actually it. If you want, you can shuffle it. You can edit it and send it to the draft. And if you want to have a cycle with your content, let's say that I have only like 10 contents, and then every time it will do it again and again, you can also add this feature. It will recycle all the content. And this is actually it for this version of Rescheduler. So the only one that we didn't talk about yet is the options to add a schedule event, which if you want to do it by time. For example, if you're working with some celebs and you need, like, before of a concert, you want to set a posting, so you will choose that feature. You will choose, for example, the photo that you want to choose. For example, this one, I will add it. I will add a text, and after that I will also add a timer. A timer, it's when it will be posted. And then let's say tomorrow at 9:24. But before you do that, you need also to make sure on the general settings that the clock is set on your time zone. And this is actually it, I think.
That's it. That's too simple, Tal. No, I think you need to. Let's see. Thank you very much. It actually was great. Let's see the questions. Guys, any
I
questions
saw,
or feel free to
I saw
comment?
that we had actually a great audience this live.
Yes. Thank you very much.
About, yeah, in Kedrum it will work just the same as Zapier. I'm using Zapier because this is what I'm started with. In general, I recommend to use more in Integromat than Zapier because it's cheaper than Zapier. Zapier is much more expensive, and it's just the same to me. Just to me, it's the same.
Cool. Paul asking, is there any reason I see only add post, clickable image, and share post on what to publish menu?
Uh,
Um,
Try to click on the one and then it will be added.
cool. Hello. Um, cool. So, guys, basically, what Tal just show you now, it's like if you speak about the use case of that. So many people actually asking me how I can post in Facebook groups in bulk. So it's actually a great method. Of course, we don't recommend to use your real Facebook accounts for that because you may do too much posting. So for Facebook, I would recommend to use something else. But for Instagram, for Pinterest, or if you do it like in a normal amount of posting, you can actually use that. You can even repeat the same post each amount of times, days, months, as Tal just showed you. And I think, if you compare it, Tal, to like different platforms that people are using, such as Later, Hootsuite, all of these ones. So I think with Jarvee, it actually can be very profitable because you can pay only like, I don't know, even depends how many accounts you manage, but it can be like $30 a month for like 10 accounts. And then you can post in multiple groups on Facebook, multiple Pinterest boards. So I think it's worth it. Any questions you want to ask us about to do that? By the way, we wrote 1 million because you can do 1 million. Actually, you can do even more than that.
Yeah. So again, what I just showed, actually, you can go back on the live. I think it was pretty much the beginning. You can set something that's called like dynamic hashtags. So this is about the hashtag question, and also about the stories. You can also in Instagram post on the story, but you need to set up a different campaign. I also showed where it is. You can see if you go to. Let me show you. It will be just easier. So again, what you can do is just like go over here and then Instagram advanced option, and in Instagram advanced option, you have post as part of your story instead on the wall. So then it will be on the story, and if you want to do it with an hashtag, by the way, you can also have a geolocation. This section will be on the overview. You can go to advanced settings, and then you have Instagram. And by the way, it's also working for the rest of the platforms. So most of the platforms have hashtags. You can set over here, and then you can set like random hashtags.
Let us know if it's a good answer, or if it makes sense. Any more questions you want to ask us about that? As for what you need, so you need a Jarvee license, of course. You need a proxy to do it safely. You need the account
Especially
access.
if you're connecting multiple account with no proxy, it will be just the same as connecting them to one phone.
Exactly. Sorry. And then it's like you didn't do anything with that. Like
Yeah.
the goal over here, or the goal of this live, is to show you how you can do it safely. This is the first thing. How you can do it on scale. How you can do it easy, as you just saw now. Of course, you can get into more advanced methods and add a lot of stuff and all of that. By the way, as for stories, I don't recommend to schedule stories at all. I actually recommend to do reposting of stories. It's something we're going to teach you on the next session next week. So I would going to schedule that to repost, because it doesn't look that good when you create stories from any social network. My tip. Yes, any more things you want to add or to ask us?
Yeah, this one we will advise our own proxy, which is the social proxy. We made proxy especially for social media. There are proxy 4G like that just gets the same IP as a real phone.
We
Uh,
also attach the link. Yeah, sorry,
it
in a
it
Discord.
it really depends because it depends on the platform that you are using. But on Jarvee, for example, the safe one will be always put maximum of 10 accounts on one 4G proxies. Like you can example like put 10 Reddits, 10 Twitters, 10 TikTok, all of them on the same one, but you can't do it 10 Instagrams and 10 Facebook because Mark Zuckerberg owns both of them. So as long as it's not the same owner, you can put 10 of each.
Cool. Thank you, Tal. Any more things you want to share with us? Any more questions, guys? By the way, for example, for LinkedIn, as Tal just showed you, you can post in multiple groups. Very, very useful for people who are sharing their content on LinkedIn. The same with Facebook. And it's fun, as you see. Not difficult at all. Tal, what are our next live? Oh, thank you. Next live, next Thursday, is it about Facebook automation, or we are not allowed to say it in loud?
I think the next one will be how to automate posts in groups. I think it will be fun. This is actually what I started with when I started automation. I started with Facebook, avatar creation on Facebook, and how to post and multiply groups at the same time. But again, like this method can be really being used for bad things like spamming groups. So I will also at the same live will teach you how to do that without spamming, because you can just take a post and send it to thousands of groups at the same time, and then everyone will block you, and then you will have like there will be some articles about you. Or you can do it like really cool and neat, and do it like be relevant to the group, give value to the group, and do it automatically, so you don't need to work on it all the time.
Exactly. So next Thursday, guys, sorry, the live with Tal, it will be about lead generation, brand awareness, and a lot of fun. So join us.
And
No one really talk about it. Yeah.
I hope that until next week everything will be also live, and you could also visit our forum, and then we could answer all your questions, about everything over there. And we're really excited about that. And also at the new website, we'll organize all the course and all the lessons, so you could also find whatever you want or need for your company, your agency, or your brand.
Yes, it will be epic. And the AI bot Tal and I showed you, you will also find this link in the comments below, and also on our YouTube channel. So that also can be very good. And that's it. Thank you very much for coming. See you next Thursday, 12 p.m. East. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.